Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Crimi-Trent. Today we are working on some fun little cute hanging plants in watercolor. Something you can do, simple tutorial. You can use this for a card or actual home decor, whatever you choose. So let's get started. Okay, for my materials, I'm using my Arches 100% cotton paper here. I took the 10 by 14 sheet and just ripped it in half, and my palette with paints in here, my water, my paper towel. I drew with my 2H pencil just basic like pot shapes here with some lines going up so they'll be hanging, and I did a curved one here. It's basically like, you know, half semicircle, and a little small one down here. So you could either paint the pots. If you wanted a darker color, I would suggest painting it after you paint the hanging plant. But if you want a light color like a gray or a terracotta, you could kind of, depending the hanging ones that hang down, you might want to wait till the plant part is painted. But you know, if otherwise you can paint it fairly light and you can still have the green go over it. So I think on this one, I think I'll do just a pale gray. I'm gonna mix up some paint. On the small hanging one, I'm just going to do like a pale gray tone. This will be like the aloe kind of plant hanging down. I kind of thought out which ones would go where. I'm just putting in a simple gray tone because it won't be hanging on this one. It's going to be sticking upward. These are fun. As you can see, I've done those hanging eucalyptus type of plants, but these are called, I think they're called, I remember the name and I forgot the name. Somebody here will tell me what it is. There's a special name for those hanging ones with the little balls. So we're going to start to do those. So I got some medium green, some sap green, throw in a little burnt umber. So it looks like this olivey, but not too olivey green. And I'm using my Princeton No. 5 round. Has a nice tip and a good sized belly on it. And so I'm just going to do, I think I'll do I can't decide which part I want to do, the little eucalyptus-y looking bell bottom ones. I think I'll do this one. So if I'm going to do in this one, I think I'll do this one. You see, real-time tutorial. I'm going to pull it down, just like little lines like that. Little hanging lines. Squiggly lines like you see. I'll zoom in a little bit. So I'm just going to pull in little vines going downward. I haven't painted in the pot yet because, like I said, I didn't want to cover the pot if I want to make a terracotta, because it's not going to do well with the green on top. So I'm just going to put these little vines going down. And this is so easy, just making a little ball, kind of just pressing down with your brush. Just push down, and it might have like a little point to it, but you can go back around and just go back and make little round circles. And you're going to do this going downward, like I was showing you in the videos for this plant. It's very cute, simple, fun. See? I think they called something pearls, ball of pearls or something like that's the name of them. Pearls. Somebody here will comment and tell me what it is. And since I do my tutorials kind of as I go, I'm not going to edit that out. Do a voiceover. I've done some voiceovers. I'll do some more voiceovers. It's just more work. And like I said, I have a full-time regular job, so I try and keep it. So that looks kind of cute, right? It was so simple. You could do this like this, and fill it in with a card and say, hang in there to somebody who's having a rough time. This one, I will fill in, I'm going to make a little terracotta color. So I'm mixing a medium yellow. There's some rose already here. So it kind of looks the terracotta color. I can throw in a little burnt umber just to tone it down a bit. And you get that burnt umber color. The terracotta color. Let's see, I could go back in and fill that in now if I wanted to, with the terracotta color. I'm just filling in the little spaces. Careful not to bleed it into the green. It doesn't matter if you don't hit all the spaces in between the greenery. You get the idea. That's what counts. I'm just going to fill that in lightly for now. And then I'm going to go over here and fill this one in. Even though I'm going to have some greenery hanging on this one, it's going to be a darker green because I'm going to put a fern in this one. To get that terracotta color, it's kind of pretty. If you want to have some dark values on the edges, look pretty. And we're going to add like a rope slash macrame kind of thing on the end, on some and not on all, just basically lines that look like they're hanging from wires or whatnot. You want to get this a little darker, obviously, get this color. I'll add in some crimson, the medium yellow, and the burnt umber, and that makes it darker. And just go bleed in the edges if you want on the bottom. And grab that other color and bleed back in. Yeah. We're going to wait till that one dries to do the ferns because they'll bleed into it. On this guy, we're going to make one of those hanging plants. It's a P name and I can't remember it, so I'm sorry. But it has a vine going downward also. They look like ivy, actually. A little curl on the bottom. And they flip up a little bit. Again, somebody will tell me the name because I'm having a brain cramp right now. I should have wrote down the names, but I didn't. So, did some little vine lines. And we're just going to make these leaves that look like hearts going down each vine, connecting to it. Yep. And some stick up over here. Just take a little time. But they look like hearts. You can see that. So like green hearts on top of the vines, next to the vines. Some can be a little darker than others if they're in the shadow. But that's what they look like. Well, that's how I interpret it, as like green hearts. Some haven't been totally big. But you get the idea. And you can fill in down here. It's a very simple, fun little tutorial to do if you're just hanging out and you're bored and you want to paint something. Now how you do some fun cards when you say you're painting this and you want to give it as a card. Like I said, you think of things, you know, like hang in there. You could write if somebody's having a hard time. I want to hang out with you. If it's like a love card. You know, it can be silly or funny or not funny. So there's that one. This one's still wet. I'm going to go back over here and do like this aloe type plant. Actually, not an aloe plant, I'm sorry. It's a spider plant. So we're just going to make these little pointy things, leaves, spikes, whatever you want to call them. I want to change this color up a little bit because it's getting to be monotonous with the green. So I'm going to add some Hooker's green, a little burnt umber, a little sap green. So it's a lot darker. We're changing it up. We want it different from the other hanging plants. It's so simple, easy to do. We might use this, it's still wet? Okay, this green for the fern. I'm going to add a little medium green to that. And more Hooker's green. So it's kind of thick consistency. Oh, trying to get it wet. So ferns, basically like a line, another line down, line up. And you can do zigzags going across. Like so. Simple little zigzags. Or just little lines. See, like that? It's pretty easy. Little lines going across. Pretty close together, but getting bigger as you go to the bottom. My dog is upset over there. Poor doggy Rady. He had a doctor's appointment today, and it's beautiful out, and he wants to go out, and I will after I finish my tutorial. Now see, you're just making this, I'm just doing little lines, and they get bigger as they go out towards the pot. And you get your fern. It's really that simple. See, like that? Just keep going around, put those lines down. Simple ferns. All right, rather than watch me completely fill that in, we'll move on to the pots. This one, I think I'm going to keep gray, pale gray like this one to balance it out. You could have just one gray, but it'd be nice to have a balance. So I'm going to put another gray tone in for the pot. So it's kind of a squarish, rectangular pot. I'm trying to fill in underneath. Now I could have painted this light, but I didn't. I'm just going to fill that in. Maybe add a darker tone around where the leaves are. A little shadow. I fill that in. All right, so I'm going to finish filling in the fern, and we're going to come back and finish them up. Okay, so I filled in my fern. I added some dark leaves in here and in here. And so now we're just going to add the rope or the wire. You can use black for just the wire. I think I'm just going to use black here behind this little spider plant. That's simple. On that one. And also back here, I'm going to do actually a brown because I'm going to do like a little rope kind of situation. So I'm going to use some burnt umber. It's kind of dark, so I'm going to water it down a little bit. And I'm just going to zigzag it. And same thing over here. Kind of zigzag it like it's a rope without putting in tons of detail. And then I have it crisscrossing here and here. A little ball down here like it's a macrame. And we just put little tassels. So you make it jaggedy, more natural looking, so it looks like a rope. Here you can do the same thing. You can put 2 lines. Goes the rope. Put another ball down here, the tassel. Just like break up the lines a little bit. Looks more natural that way. And then connect them. You can play around with this. You can Google some hanging plants and you'll see how different like holders look. And play around. It doesn't have to look like that. It can look like any way you want it to look. And this, I'm going to put just a wire looking hanging one here. And I'm going to put a little detail in this pot here. You can put stripes, little crisscrosses up here. And do some little stripes across. Make it different. Same thing on this one. And there you go. Simple, fun, cute little hanging plants. An easy little tutorial on a Tuesday. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Look at all that paint marks on here. See how I use paper towel a lot? Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for all your wonderful comments. And I hope you have a great day today.